All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Today, we're going to be looking at Zerolemon's case once again. This is for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and here's the 15 Pro Max in the natural color, and here's my natural white color. But this is the 15 Pro Max in the natural color. 1 terabyte gang over here. So you have a 1 terabyte, shout it out in the comments. But this is the battery pack right here. This is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery pack to extend your already great battery life on your iPhone 15 Pro Max probably. But if you don't have good battery life, I've always promoted Zerolemon products on the channel. I actually have used this probably for every iPhone. And if I'm going to be gone all weekend or something like that, this is what I would go to. It literally is like the perfect run. So, very simple. We already know how Zerolemon works. You can long press there, you can turn it on. And that's how you turn it on and off. So you can see I got 3 bars there. But when you're using these, before you use it, you want to give it a full charge on the battery. That's what I would tell you to do after all the experience I have with using Zerolemon products. Give it a full charge to 100% on the case first, and then use it in unison with your device. Use it, together like that. So when your phone starts to die, don't let your phone die. Because there's tons of ways you can actually use this. Some people leave this turned on all the time. Now, I personally don't like that, but some people do that and try to keep their phone stays at 100 pretty much until the case dies. But I typically use it where my phone gets to about 75%, I'll turn the case on. 50%, I'll turn the case on, let it go back to 100 or whatever, and then turn it off, because the phone will get kind of warm from charging for a long time. But if it's at 100%, then the case is going to keep it at 100%. The battery won't get as warm from what I've seen. So there are instructions in here on how to use this product. So that's the good thing about these Zerolemon packaging. It's all inside the actual case itself. It just comes in this generic package right here, like all Zerolemon products. You've seen it all before. But here is the actual battery pack itself. So I left this tab on here to show you where you need to actually open this at. It's on the top right corner of the case. So you just kind of put a hand in there and you start peeling away at the battery case, and it comes apart in these 2 separate pieces right here. And then that top part just pops off like that. Super easy to understand to do. And then you'll put your phone in like this. And you'll put it on, and then you'll snap this portion back on top. Super simple, folks. You can't mess this up. And then I always go bottom first and then pop on the edges right here. This is how I do it. And I make sure I take screenshots as I go. And then I go all the way around the actual case, making sure that it's in there. And that's it. I make sure I snap down on all these edges right here. Just make sure it's snug. And you have your opening right here for your vibrate button, or excuse me, your action button. You have your opening right there for your action button, and you have the volume rocker right there, and you've got your Zero Shock branding right there. Zero Shock branding. And then you got your opening down here for the Type-C and the speaker outs and everything. So along the back here, you can see that it's deeply recessed. Your camera is protected. Let's get this off here. You don't need that in there. Your camera is protected now. When you lay it down flat like this, you drop test it or something like that, your camera won't even be affected. And this is actually a case as well, because you can see the corners, it's got the big bumpers on it. So it definitely can be dropped at any angle, and it should survive. I highly recommend that you put a screen protector on here, tempered glass. Tempered glass is going to go on here. But other than that, you've got a lot of protection. So now we're going to power it on. And you can see it starts to charge. You can see up there, it is charging. And so this is what Zerolemon has always done, folks. Let me check the volume rocker here. Buttons are really nice and tactile. This is what Zerolemon has always done. This is what Zerolemon represents when it comes to protection and having something that's going to protect your device along with extended battery life. In my experience of using one of these cases with the 10,000 milliamp hour battery on the 13 Pro Max, the 14 Pro Max, you're going to get about 1.5 charge because the phone itself is like almost a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, I believe, and this is 10,000. So you can actually squeeze a lot out of here if you stagger the button. Like, don't charge it all the time, and don't leave it on all the time. Don't leave it charging all the time, because it's just going to burn through more than likely. But I told you the way I use it. I've tried it both ways, and I do like having it at 100 and my phone at 100. So charge them separately and then put them together. And if you want to leave it on, but it'll basically try to keep your phone at 100 at all times. Now, I've done that before, but then I've opted not to do it. So I just kind of turn it on every now and then when I needed something. But there it is, the Zerolemon case for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Link to purchase is down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, this video is recorded with the OnePlus Open. Take care.